Hey guys, welcome to another video from the Three Bios. I just want to start off by apologizing for no video for a little while. This has just been, like, I've had one or two things busy with my life, and with the international break, I just didn't see much of a point. So yeah, we will be back bigger and better. So we will be doing a lot more. There'll be like rebranding coming soon and stuff like that. So we are going to change one or two things. So I just wanted to put an apology out first. And this video, look, I'm talking about the United game today. Um, just going to do a little one about. Look, we said it on this channel a couple of weeks ago. Ten Hag needs to go, and I think this is just evidence of it. Um, if everybody below us win their game today, we will officially be 16th, 16th, like 16th in the league. Out of how many games has it been? 4 or 5 games. Like, come on, man, this is not good enough. And next up, we got Bayern. Look, I'm not going to go nuts about it. It's just no point. Been there, done that. Doesn't get you nowhere. But for me, there's a couple of key issues. I'm going to start with the formation. The diamond in the middle was interesting. It worked for the first maybe 17 to 20 odd minutes, and after the goal, it just went to shit. It went to shit. I don't know what happened. The diamond formation worked, but then they found a way to break it down, like a good like a proper good, well organized team does. That Brighton are. They dismantle us. They found out picks. They found out weak spots. Again, they know that Casemiro can't do what he used to do. Target him. They know Ericsson won't track runners. Target him. They know Scott McTominay will, if you go past him, will just let you go past. Target him, and that's our midfield. So that's a bit of an issue. And I also want to get on to obviously other aspects. So let's just start with that formation. All three goals. Let's have a look at the three goals are scored, because you would have thought they're all the same goal if it wasn't from different sides and stuff like that. But they're very, very similar. In the aspect of every single time it's a midfield runner from the middle of the park, running through our walking midfielders. The first one, look, you're probably looking at Casemiro for me personally. Not tracking runners. Could look at Scott McTominay as well, but for me, I would question Casemiro. Letting down Danny Welbeck just go on his blind side from the back left of his shoulder, going past him like that. You just can't do it. You can't do it, and he knows that. He shouldn't. He should know that. You know what I mean? The second one, same thing. You're probably looking at Ericsson maybe for the second one, and the third one you're definitely looking at Casemiro again. Again, they're all the same issue every single time. The midfield runners not tracking their runs. Every single goal, not tracking their runners. And I got to say, Onana, do you guys think he could have done better, yes or no, today? Because I'm not sure, you know? And I don't know whether that is because I just think I'm so focused on the midfield. I'll have to watch it back again. But I don't remember him making a save, apart from the one Matoma moment when he's going down the left hand side and it was shot at him. Do you know what I mean? I gotta say, Matoma was not good today. Very, very quiet. I think that's probably credit to Delo. But yeah, very quiet Matoma today. But it was a very quiet Brighton team. They played a bit more. They didn't try and dominate as much as they normally do, but they didn't need to really. I just want to touch on one or two positives. Rasmus Højlund, absolutely fantastic, really, really good. He had his chances, played really well. Look, the boos in the stadium when he came off was a testament to how well he played. I think I think it needs to be a good hard look at Ten Hag when he's taking off Rasmus Højlund and keeping on Marcus Rashford, who at the end of the day was absolute shit show today. Personally, look, the first goal, let's analyse this, and this is why I think Rashford's a big issue. It's not just this goal, this has been him in all season. Rashford doesn't track back. They break down the right hand side, which is Rashford's side. He needs to track back. Ericsson's not there. He was a bit busy with fucking Lallana, I think, in the middle of the park. Whoever it was, it doesn't really matter. He wasn't there. Serge Reguilon pushed up. And then, obviously, there's that big, huge space behind him. Martinez comes over to cover. Everyone shifts over. Scott McTominay goes back into the right back position. Casemiro, for some reason, is like a sheep with the ball at the moment. He's standing right next to Martinez. Goes over and then leaves that big gaping hole in the middle of the park where Casemiro should be aware, man. He should be aware. But again, would that have happened if you had a different left winger on that pitch who would track back, who would have tracked back? Reguilon wouldn't have to go forward as much. He could have stayed back where he should have been. He was pressing high, but looking back, you can see why. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. But for me, Rashford is a big issue in this team at the moment. He's too selfish, too about himself, and does not track back and work for the team. So that's a huge issue. For me, should have kept Højlund on. He's the only person who looked like he could have got a goal. He's in the right places. Really, like, it's nice seeing a striker we've got now who's actually in the box, very physical, able to hold up that ball, got a good turn of pace, and can actually get into that box and actually put the ball in the net. You know what I mean? Rashford needs to learn to cross the fucking ball. Please. Just put the ball in the box. He's there. Just do it. Don't look. You don't even need to look where he is. Just put it anywhere in the 9 yards. Just put it anywhere. Anywhere there. Put it anywhere in the 18 yards. He's probably there. Just do it. For me, I don't know how he stayed on the pitch. How he stayed on that pitch, I do not know. He should not have been on that pitch to the end. He should have came off. The substitution should have been made, and he should have been taken off. So for me, that's a big issue. Look, Eriksen's just past it. He's gone. His legs are gone. He's just not fit enough to play 90 minutes. Casemiro, he doesn't look like he's fit enough to play 40 minutes. He just looks gone. Again, is another person past his best. And don't forget, guys, he's still on another 3-year contract for this. Casemiro, mind. Just saying. Another note I made, obviously, the huge boos at the end, taken off Højlund, which was an absolute fucking shambles of decision, and rightly so, should have been booed. It wasn't booing the player, it was booing Ten Hag for the sub. We got to have a look at, obviously, bringing... Why wasn't Pellistri started? Why did you change the formation? Does he not trust these youth players enough to start a game? Could they have done any worse than what we've done today? I don't think so. I think Pellistri came on. Look, he came on for a little bit. Garnacho as well. Garnacho should have been fucking lumped on ages ago. Because at least with Garnacho, you know he will put that ball in the box. He can use both his feet, and he can go on the left and use his left foot. He can cut inside on his right as well. He can use both feet. He can do it. And you keep... Rashford's a one-trick pony. Cut in, boof. And when he does cut it back, it's fucking out. So, you know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, that needed to happen. The formation, for me, we should have stuck to what we knew. We were very narrow. We weren't wide enough. We didn't have the width like we normally do. We were extremely narrow. I think that's why it worked in the first bit, because we were able to play through the middle quite a lot. But then when, obviously, Brighton changed it about a bit, they just had the dominance over us again. Then, like, you got to look at Ten Hag. Like, I'm trying to put the blame over it. You can't. Ten Hag, the substitutions are shit. The style of play was shit today. You know what I mean? All right, it was all right for the first 20 minutes, but after that, as soon as they scored, boof, it went out the fucking window. And Harry Maguire needs to fucking leave, right? And I'll tell you why. It's not because of his performance for once for today. It's because of this reason. In the last 5 to 10 minutes of that game, he took off Martinez, didn't put back on the centre-back, and then put Bruno Fernandes as centre-back. Bruno Fernandes was playing centre-back because he still does not trust Harry Maguire. Like, I don't know what Harry Maguire's got to do. Literally, mate, like, it's time to leave. Like, you know what I mean? That's the biggest insult you can get when you got fucking an attacking midfielder playing centre-back because you don't want you on the pitch. I found that quite funny. There is some positives though. I think Reguilon did play good. Was he the best of a bad bunch? I think so. But it was nice to see him go down the left-hand side. And to be fair, he was one of the few who actually whipping in balls into the centre of the pitch. Centre of the box, sorry. Where I think that's what we should be doing more of. I think, look, you need to say to Rashford, look, if you're not going to put a ball into the fucking box, you're out. Because it's getting to the point now where he's not taking him off. And he won't put a ball into the box for anyone. He's just too selfish. You can't do that. You could do that back in the day because we never really had a number 9. Now we've got a proper number 9 who's in the box, and as you can see, when he does get the service, even though it was out or debatably out, I think it was out personally. Some people are saying it's not. Even if when it was debatably out, he still was in there and put it in the back of the net. So for me, we need to look at many different aspects of this team. I think we need to look at the mentality. We need to look at the management, and we need to look at the tactics that we're doing. I think we got too many old legs on the pitch. It was nice to see Mabry come on, and I think he did change the game, added that a bit of tenacity in the middle of the pitch. Nice goal from him as well to score as well, but a little bit too little, too late again, yet again from us. We're just incompetent at doing anything really at the moment. We can't defend, we can't attack. Even in that first 20 minutes of dominance, we did absolutely nothing. And that's because there's too many greedy people on that pitch who are just incompetent at passing the ball and just getting the goal for the team. Fuck your numbers. Fuck your numbers. Rashford, fuck your numbers. Right? I don't care how many goals you score. How about getting some assists? How about the team winning for fucking change? How many shots did you have or fucking ended up in bloody Rosie all the time? Do you know what I mean? It's an absolute shambles. We need to sort it out. And for me, we got to start looking at trusting the youth. So starting Palestri, starting Garnacho, right? We got to look at the midfield. All right, we got Amrabat who's injured. Okay, we got to start looking at that because Casemiro's legs are gone. Scott McTominay played okay. I don't think it was anything bad. I don't think it was anything good. It was just okay. Martinez was okay. Everyone was okay. You know what I mean? And that was the issue for me. Everything was okay. So that's my analysis in that game. Absolute shit show. I think what do we do next? We got Bayern Munich now in the Champions League next, and for me, it's a bit of a daunting one really when you got Harry Kane coming out this weak defense. I think you just need to give the kids a go. I'm sorry, you have to because the senior players are incompetent at doing it. Give Gore a chance. Just give him a fucking chance, man. It's a shambles. I'm trying not to get really angry about this, but it's a B. Brighton's B side just beat us. You know what I mean? Which is a shambles. You know what I mean? Danny Welbeck up front, which you could argue is probably their second choice striker. Lallana, all right. Matoma, okay, but he had a shambles of a day. They beat us 3-1 with 10 men because Matoma wasn't in the game today. And that's the bit what fucking kills me more. I think Brighton played really well. I think they adapted quickly to the change of our formation. In the fact that we were playing diamond, I think they had a lot of joy out going out wide because obviously we didn't have our wingers, even though we were meant to because, well, yeah, we were meant to fall back into them positions. And yeah, I think it's time now with 2 wins in 5, maybe I think we got. It's a bit of a fucking shambles, isn't it? I think that needs to be changing quite drastically, to be honest with you. So yeah, let me know your comments below. I'm still in shock, still very angry. Oh, another thing as well. What's the fucking point in bringing on a substitute in the 90th minute? Wan-Bissaka we brought 90th minute. Plestri 90th minute. Garnacho 90th minute. What's the fucking point? What's the point? What have we gained from doing anything in the 90th minute? Absolutely nothing. I'm just looking now at the table. I'll be here. We're in 12th at the moment. We've played 5, won 2, lost 3. Okay. Like, it's worrying. Really worrying times. We got basically the same record as fucking Forest. We got the same record as Forest. And I think that's the issue. You see today, like, Spurs coming back in the dying minute, fighting for that win to come back and win. You see Man City absolutely wipe the floor and finally get that win against a very hard side, by the way, to break down, which is West Ham. Do you know what I mean? They're not an easy team to play against. You see Liverpool come back and win today. All this mentality. But yet again, Manchester United cannot do this. Why? You have to look at the players, you have to look at the management, and you have to look at the board above as well. Everyone can blame the Glazers. Yeah, blame the Glazers. 100%. Yeah, you can blame the Glazers. 100%. I'm not denying that. What I am denying is the fact that you still, as a manager, got to get your tactical input correct. You've got to get your players playing the way you want to, and to make sure they're fit. He has failed on all 3 of them. He's failed on all 3 of them. Look at the injury list. We got Diallo injured, Varane injured, Luke Shaw injured, Mount injured, Malacia injured, Mainu injured, Anthony suspended, Amrabat injured, Martinez has gone off with a doubtful injury again. 9 players. 9. It's a shambles. You know what I mean? You look at our bench today. We had no senior midfielder on that bench. None. We had Mainu and Go as our midfielders. Mainu and fucking Go. Like, I'm sorry, but if they're good enough to be on the bench, they're good enough to start. And as far as I'm concerned, start him. Start him. What are they going to do any worse than what they've done there? Casemiro needs to drop. It needs to be dropped. Whether you play Go, you got to play Go. You got to play Go. I don't know when Kobe Mainoo's back. I can have a little look now, see when they think he is gonna be back. I can't see nothing, so I don't know. He's just saying injured, long-term injury. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a bit of a shambles. We need to sort this out as soon as possible. But yeah, guys, that's my analysis. Yeah. Look at the stats, guys. Like in the first, I think 20 minutes, we had 75% possession. We've ended up with 43% possession. They've had 57%. We've had 14 shots, only 4 on target. Half of them are fucking Rashford's balloons everywhere from fucking 30 yards, 40, whatever it is. They've had 10 shot, 8 on target, and 3 of them are goals. Like, you just can't. It's just chalk and fucking cheese. Do you mean? Manchester United 488 passes. We have Brighton 659 passes. Their pass accuracy 91%, which is where it should be for a professional club. Ours is 85. Look, when you're looking at them stats, we're just being outclassed. And bear in mind, they give us 20 minutes. They give us 20 minutes of dominance, and then they've dominated us for the rest of the game. I think you just got to put credit to a tactical masterclass. I think it's time that Ten Hag needs to answer some questions about substitutions, need to answer some questions about why he's picking certain players, needs to ask. We need to find out what's going on with the injuries. We need to find out what's going on with Casemiro. What's going on with Rashford? Why is he getting picked all the time? Why? We need answers, because I can't answer it. You guys might be able to answer it. But at the end of the day, it's time. We need change. And as far as I'm concerned, the only way we're going to change this is by getting rid of Ten Hag, getting rid of the Glaziers. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. If we keep on our form like this, if we lose to Bayern, if we lose the rest of our games all the way up until Christmas, and we only get a couple of points, he's got to go. He has to go. There's no excuses. But yeah, I think the best player on that pitch today was arguably. You could argue it. I'll pick three. Raglion was good. Rasmus was good. And I think Hannibal was good. I think Danny Welbeck was fantastic. My man of the match would have been Danny Welbeck personally. But hey, here we go. There you go, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with a friend. But time for Ten Hag to go, my friend. And this team needs ripping apart. Thanks for watching. Take care. Much love. Peace.